All right, guys, we have our first community challenge of the year coming up starting tomorrow, and our focus is sleep. I'm really excited about this topic. I think it's such an overlooked part of health and weight loss, and I see so many people struggling to get adequate sleep, and I hesitate to say this, but not sleeping enough really can undermine everything that you are doing with your nutrition, with your exercise. You could be going to the gym 7 times a week, but if you're not sleeping enough, you are really undermining all of that hard work. Not to say it's all wasted, but it really is undermining the progress you could be making. So I'm really excited to do the sleep challenge right now. I think January is a really good time. I just think it's something that a lot of women in our program struggle with. And so we're going to talk about different things related to sleep. Today in this little video, I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the challenge and why sleep is so connected to weight loss. But this week we're going to focus on getting more sleep, getting better quality sleep, sleep hygiene, so like your habits around sleep, like screen time and how that affects sleep, and then talking about some foods and some drinks and some supplements that will help you if you are struggling. So we're going to do a pretty comprehensive dive on sleep this week. But just an overview, if you've never been in one of our challenges or participated, you do need to be in the Facebook group, and there is a prompt every day. So it goes Monday through Friday. There's a prompt every day with an activity, and then you have to report back, usually with photo proof that you completed that day's activity. And if you do that every day, you are eligible for a prize at the end of the challenge. Obviously, it's going to be a sleep-related prize in this instance. Make sure you do every single day's test so that you're eligible. And hopefully these things carry over far beyond just 5 days. So what's the connection between weight loss and sleep? There's some obvious connections, and then there's some not so obvious connections. But the first thing I want to point out is that what the normal recommended amount of sleep is 7 to 8 hours. I mean, if you're doing more like me, that's okay too. But anything under 7 hours is when we start to get into some risky, that's when the statistics start to get a little risky. So under 7 hours is when we start to see more weight gain associated with less sleep. So sleeping 5, 6 hours is the research shows that is starting to be associated with higher weight just in general. And then under 7 hours of sleep is associated with more cravings, higher appetite, higher hunger, particularly carbs, which makes sense because if you are not sleeping enough, your body is going to crave an energy source to fill in for the fact that you didn't get sleep. So it's going to crave energy in another way. So people who sleep under 7 hours tend to have more cravings and tend to have more carb cravings, more sugar cravings. So if you're wondering about your sugar cravings, this could be the answer. So under 7 hours of sleep, we're starting to see more weight gain. We're starting to see more cravings, hunger signals. Your hunger hormones reset at night, just like all of your hormones really. They reset at night. So it's really important to get that sleep so that your hormones are reset for the next day. We also see people who sleep in less than 7 hours do less exercise. And that's kind of an obvious connection because people who sleep less than 7 hours are more tired or less likely to go work out, etc. So less sleep means more weight gain, less exercise, and eating more overall. And then there's some, you could keep going really far deep into this. There's other connections related to like your immune system. Your immune system, like, when you're sick, you just need to sleep. Your immune system resets, reactivates at night as well. Like I said, your hormones, like your thyroid, your sex hormones also need sleep to reset. There's a lot of mental health connections with sleep. So getting under 7 hours puts you in dangerous territory for all of those risk factors. And so much so that lack of sleep deprivation is considered a risk factor for obesity. So just like you would say that, I don't know, not exercising and eating lots of high fat in your diet is a risk factor for obesity. Sleep is on the same level, and we don't normally associate those two things. We don't necessarily consider lack of sleep such a major risk factor, but it is on the same level with everything else you would associate with obesity. So I don't mean to do this to scare you. I know sleep is not as easy as just, hey, get more sleep. But I want to just to give you the facts so you understand the gravity and the importance of more sleep and why we are pushing it this week. So that is just a quick little overview. I'll be giving more tidbits, more research, more facts as we go along. I have a lot of good sleep hacks for you guys, and I'm excited. We're not going to do something crazy. Like if you're sleeping 5 hours, I'm not going to ask you to like suddenly sleep 8 hours. I know time just doesn't like appear like that, but we're just going to make small gradual changes that could increase your sleep quality and hopefully extend your sleep a little longer too if we need to get more sleep. So looking forward to sleeping more with you guys this week. And so make sure you're just paying attention in the Facebook group to get all of the details.